Hey guys, so I'm going to be starting with the Pro Concealer in the shade Yellow Corrector. I am just going to be putting this over my eyes after I've primed them. I use a really cheap eye primer. It's the e.l.f. one. It works really good for me. So just spread it all over. I use my fingers. I don't use any brush. You can definitely use a brush. I just find this works better for me. If I was doing it on someone else, then yeah, I use a brush just to spread it more evenly. But just get it on there to create a nice smoothless base. Okay, so to set my eyes, I'm going to use a Huda Beauty baking powder in the shade Blondie. I really like this after using concealer on my eyes to set it. I definitely think my eyeshadow, lasts a good amount of time, definitely through the night. And we're going to move on to eyeliner. So this is the Maybelline Ink eyeliner. I forget what the total name is. But I'm just going to do simple, just trace my eyelids. I'm not going to do a wing today just because this is more of a simple go-to makeup, even though I'm about to wear lashes. But yeah, so I'm just going to get it on there. And eyeliner is something, definitely take your time. It takes time, it takes practice. I mean, it may seem like I'm doing it flawlessly. It may not seem like I'm doing it flawlessly. But I've definitely had the times of when I was doing chunks of eyeliner on my eyelids. So just take it easy, practice, and you'll definitely get there. And now eyelashes time. I love lashes. I love these lashes. That's my baby sister in the back. Dual glue. So these lashes are the Ardell Wispies. I think they are amazing, especially if you're starting out for makeup. And I've definitely struggled with thicker bands because it would just take forever to them to get on, and there's definitely techniques in this. The Ardell's Wispy, they have a thin lash band, so the glue sticks on your eyelid much better. And right there I'm saying wait 30 seconds before you put it on. Learn my lessons. You need to let the glue dry and be tacky, and it won't be as messy. Trust me, it's horrible. And I'm using the duo glue in black, so you don't have to worry about any white glue showing around anywhere. And just work your way through it. Eyelashes and eyeliner is another thing. You really have to give yourself time and practice. And after a while, honestly, it's like second nature. So here I'm using my Bobbi Brown face base, and basically this smells like tangerines. Honestly, smells so amazing. And I'm using this after I used my Smashbox Photo Finish primer. So a base and a primer is super important before you put on your foundation. So I will be using my Huda Beauty and Fenty foundation together. The Fenty is a tad bit too dark, too tan for me during the winter, and the Huda Beauty one was just light when I first bought it. So I mixed them together. They gave me really good coverage and proper color that I'm looking for. And I'm a 330 in Fenty and a Dulce Leche Trace Leches in Huda. I always forget my shades, to be honest with you. So I'm just using my NYX foundation brush to apply the foundation to my face. I honestly use a beauty blender more than half of the times, but I just was too lazy to go clean my beauty blender. It needs some serious cleaning, so we're just gonna use a brush today. And honestly, I like this brush. I have a lot of foundation brushes, but I definitely like this. I feel like it definitely gets near the under eyes and everything. And since I'm not going to be using a concealer today because the foundation coverage is what I'm looking for, it works pretty well. So I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty baking powder under my eyes, my cheeks, basically all over my face. You have some of those days, and I feel like since this has a tint of a color, if you're looking for a little bit more coverage, you don't even need to use a powder after this. It does the job. So I'm not going to be using cream contour. I rarely use cream contouring, to be honest with you. I like to just go with bronzer and that does the job. So I'm using the Hoola bronzer here, just emphasizing my cheekbones and doing the duck face and right on top of my forehead. I really like this bronzer. I feel like it's a perfect shade for me. Then again, it is Hoola, Hoola is amazing. And then just use a brush to, smooth out any harsh lines you may have. And this is when like the baking powder I have all over my face, I smooth that out too. Okay, now time for some blush. I'm using the Tarte Park Ave Princess. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. Right on my cheeks, and I tend to put on a lot and then I blend it out. That's just the way I do it, to be honest with you. And when I'm blending out the blush and the bronzer together, I usually blend out like the baking powder I had underneath my eyes, just to make everything look flawless, no harsh lines or anything. Okay, now time for my favorite part, highlighter. So here I'm using the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop Highlighter and just highlighting all the major points. Okay, so I'll be using the Huda Beauty Lip Contour. I honestly don't know what's up with that lip liner, but I'm going to use the lip contour in Trophywife. And I was planning on outlining my lips, but I ended up filling them in all the way through. And I have like 20 shades of nude, and this was just a little bit too purpley, too dark for me. So I am actually going to go back in with the demi matte in Dayslayer just to lighten out the color a little bit. So yeah, here I'm just lightening it out a little bit because I'm not a fan of dark lip colors unless it's like a red. Other than that, I'm not a huge fan of dark colors. So I'm using my Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray right here. It's amazing. Definitely invest your money in this. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Comment, like, subscribe. Don't forget to share. See you guys next time.